Go to party settings. Yeah, go to party settings.
Okay, go to party settings. Okay, go to party settings. Okay.
Go down to allow your voice to be shared and click always allow.
Always allow.
Always allowed, yeah.
Okay. Done with.
Alright, so yeah. I believe it's a simulation. That's why they that's why we don't have any memories of us being born, you feel?
Question: are we live?
Us, like what we're seeing and all this shit? No.
We're
But
not live.
yes. It's like playing Sims. Is a character alive? No, right?
But you can control his life.
Right. But the thing is, in this quote unquote
Smart.
simulation, we have quote unquote free will. Think about it. We could be years in the future, and they're doing this as like, you know how like in seven or in college, high school or whatever, you have textbooks of like what happened before, or like in the 1980s, fucking
Pass.
uh.
Está echando con fabuloso porque se metió en el
History, as we could say.
hecho con fabuloso.
Está bien, si no se tomó.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, dry him. What the fuck?
Bro, I can't.
Just interrupting the cast, bro.
Bitch!
Oh shit. Never mind.
Alright, so where was I? Where was I? Fuck.
We were talking about the past and
Oh yeah,
textbooks and shit.
yeah. So
Yeah.
you know how we have textbooks to look over the past and shit. What? Hold on.
So we're talking about the afterlife, guys. And he just left me hanging. He'll be back though. I'm not done with this combo.
Bro, alright.
Alright.
So hear me out. So
I'm hearing you.
textbooks. That's like our gateway to the past. That's how we learn about the past. But what if years later, right? But I'm talking about like hundreds of, maybe thousands of years, maybe millions. we find a way to like somehow not impersonate, but like make up a life. Alright, not make up a life, like get a life
I
from
have a
thousands of
life.
years ago,
Oh, okay.
and like
Living.
let's say they have like VR, you get me?
A virtual world of back then.
Exactly.
Okay.
And they're doing it to study us, but the thing is, it doesn't last the way till you die, you get me? Because
So are we in the past, present, or
doubt
future?
nah, because this is what I'm saying, like, because you know we're thousands of years, like they're thousands of years ahead of us. They could find a way to make like, let's say if I'm alive till like 76, let's say they can find a way to make 76 years into like a minute. You get me? They can go through
So you think
76
this is
years,
all a minute?
learn everything. No, I'm not saying it's just a minute. You get me? That's up to speculation. But I'm saying like,
It could be though.
right, it could be, but that's not necessarily the point. The point is they're doing this to learn. You feel? This is the same way we
Pretty
read
much
about like
science. We're pets.
pretty much. No, it's like we're the TV. You feel like we're the TV. Like they're sitting and they're watching through our eyes. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay. I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you.
But it's fucking crazy though. But because like, why would they like choose us? You feel? Cause like if you think about it, like I see the world through my eyes. Why 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 won't it be like it's only me? You get me? That I see through people. You get me?
Right,
Like
right, right.
like there's a point where I believe like I can. I'm the only one that sees that. Well, like everybody sees and shit, right?
Right.
But my thought process is like I'm not a robot. I'm actually, you know, just me.
Right.
It's like what makes me believe that like your feelings are true, what you're saying is true. You get me?
Yes.
Cause you've lived in a life that I wasn't there for. Even if I was, even like let's say we're brothers or something, I was there. What makes me believe that you're actually the person you're saying you are, you're saying you are?
Right, 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 right. Okay. Interesting.
And also like it's great that they're learning about like us and shit, but like why? You get me? Like what happened around this era? Because we could have been born like back when Abraham Lincoln was president, or back when like Aztecs were still a thing. You get me? Why now?
Washington was president. Right, right.
You get me? Like why now? Like what's gonna happen? Like why is our lives so important? You get me?
Like, why
But
are we put here?
right.
The
What
point.
also trips me up though is like kids who die young, people who die early. You get me?
Like, were they like, oh no, they weren't meant to be here, or like they're
Right.
gonna
Like
fuck up the experiment.
it. This experiment should be stupid big because like we're talking about like a whole world. We're talking about the past. You know.
Right, right,
The,
right. It's not
think
like a
about it.
little
Think
bunch.
about
It's
it.
like,
Their memories are erased, or like they have a way to like block the memories or some shit like that before you get me. They get in. So even
right.
if they do get in, like why would they? You know. do that? Why would they simulate a person who dies like in the first few weeks or months, or a kid
I'm.
who dies infertile? You get me?
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of whys to it. It's a lot of whys. It's just who can answer them. You know, there's not enough answers for them.
It's not who can answer them. It's like we don't know
I
what the
can't answer.
answers, and we won't find out till whenever, guy.
That's the part that sucks, guy. You know, like people want to know, and like for us not to know, you know, makes people, you know,
Anxious.
curious and
Right.
yeah, curiosity, anxiety, all that pretty much leads to other shit, you know.
Mhm.
So it's like, where's the answers? If it's so much experiments, so much building, where's the answers?
Right.
You know, where's the yes, where's the no, where's the this is what's gonna happen afterwards? Like, is it all a simulation? Is it all a game? Are we like already in a different body figure? We're just right now like doing something else. Like, what's the answer? Like, where is it at? Like, that's what I want to know.
Right.
Apparently, sometimes you know there's not an answer for everything, and sucks. You know we can't get answers because it's like saying like, say we are in a virtual game, right?
Mhm.
Say it all is a virtual fucking okay, just a simulation, just for fun, just to see. Say we already are in another body.
Right.
What the fuck? Like, how do we not remember that? Like, did they erase our memories? Did they like cancel them out? Like, what did they do with the thoughts we had? Like, is like our body full complete asleep or like what's
Right.
going
What?
on?
Yeah. Like what the thing is like. It put like an implant or something in our heads. You get me? Cause it would be like way too complicated. You feel? For
Right.
like I say it's simple, right? Because it's not gonna be big and bulky, whatever they do to us. It's gonna be something really simple.
Mhm.
Yeah, man. It can just be like a little small incision in the head. You
Like
know,
a
something
chip.
that simple. Right. Like a chip.
It doesn't have to be something big. It's probably like a chip. Probably people are being tracked. Like, as soon as that chip comes out, you're in a whole different life already. Like,
Right,
probably
like
that's what they do. Probably when you die, it's like the chip just burned out, like broke down. Like, you're going back
or
to your regular life.
now I'm not saying burnt out. Like when that happens, I think like it doesn't break down. Like it's like I said, it's a simulation. You can they can. Hold on.
This nigga's pissing me off with this removal.
Whoa. Where was I? Oh yeah. So,
What?
have you seen Black Mirror?
No.
There was an episode in Black Mirror where people, well yes, people can put like this little chip thing like at the side of their head, and they just close their eyes and bada bing bada boom, you know, like they're set in this alternate reality or whatever, right?
Right.
That's my thought process. Is like what happens. But the thing is, too, is like it's something they cannot just take out. Or maybe it's when like they fall asleep, you know? Or like when we fall asleep, they take the chip out. So that's why we have insomnia and some shit like that, right? Because maybe they want to see in longer.
Right.
Because, you know,
It's a
like you
very
said, there's
interesting
no
topic
cure.
to talk about.
Right, like you even said yourself, there's no cure for sleep. But like, you know, everybody needs some sleep. There might be something that like helps with it, but like,
Right.
everybody needs sleep.
It's weird. There's a lot of answers to it.
Right.
Who knows? You know, who has the right answer? What is the right answer? Is it religion? Is it science? Is it, you know, like, what's the right answer here? Like,
Right.
nobody really has an answer, to be honest. Like, a scientist doesn't have an answer. Nobody has discovered the meaning of life.
Right.
Everybody just says, oh, life is, you know, life. Okay, what the fuck is it specifically about life? Like, what's the actual meaning? Is there a reason we're here? Is it just cause? You hear me? Like,
Yeah.
and, you know, some of us actually, you know, want that answer. Like, you know, curiosity beats us. You know, we want to know what it is, if it's actually, you know, there's a meaning behind it, or if it's just a simple simulation, a simple game, a simple virtual reality edition. Like, are we already somebody else that we don't know who we are? Like, is that why sometimes, you know, we get migraines or headaches? Is it because we've been in the game too long, or we've been, you know, like, are we not getting the right time of sleep? Or, you get me? It's like, it's a bunch of whys, it's a bunch of who's, it's a bunch of what, you know? Like,
Right.
nobody knows what started it. Nobody knows who started it. Nobody has the right answer to how the world started, why it started, and when it started. Really, everything is just a big why, a big question. And there's really no good significant answer to answer that, to be honest. Like, there really isn't. Like, you just gotta look for it. And it's there. It's probably there. We just can't see it. We just can't figure it out or answer it or nothing.
Right.
No. So it's like, now my question is, how did, like, you know, what's the afterlife? Like, what the fuck is it when you die? What the fuck is it when you're alive? Like, do you just wake up and it's like, oh, that's it. That's what it is to be in this other life, or in this other world, or in this other, you know, universe type of shit, you know? Like, well, Morty just messaged me. Why the fuck did he message me? But, like, you know, I would like an answer, you know? I would like to know, you know, like, who created this, you know, who
I have a
created life?
feeling like once we die, you know, and we wake up in this quote unquote simulation, that we will like they're gonna be like, well, this is what happened. You agreed to this, you know, you signed to this, and yeah, pretty much like that, dude. They'll tell us, look, you simulated this person for all this and that. You get me?
But it's like, my question is, why would he put you in a world and you have to go through so much fucking pain through it? Like, why would they make you live just to suffer? Like, what's
That's
the
what I'm
point of
saying.
that?
Like,
Where's the fun in that?
where the history books, like, they learn from this shit. They collect data from every one of us, dude. You get me? Like, every pain that we go through, like, they take note of it. Alright, so this is how it feels like, you know, having this type of breast cancer and like having this, like, you know, they probably know a lot, they know a lot more than us. So it's probably like, you know, it's a history book, bro. This is how they learn. And that's what I'm saying. Like this shit won't. This shit, what we feel and like, let's say yeah, like we are born for like that many years. You get me? I mean, alive for that many years. It will be a minute for them because you know a textbook you can read a whole paragraph in like less than that. You know, like
Hmm.
clearly it's not a problem. You know, for them to do something like that if we're in the future.
It's probably not even a problem at all.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, we are a
Probably
history
we're
book
so
to them.
advanced. We are in the future. We're just living in the past.
Right,
Probably that's where that phrase comes from. You're in the future, you're just living in the past. Like leave the past. Like like are
right.
we trying to see what the fuck we could do to make the future better? Or,
Hmm.
like what's the point of this? Like where do they get all these ideas from?
Right,
Type of
like,
shit. Like
they are learning from us, but what are they learning about, you get me? What are they trying to learn?
what's their point in this? Pretty much.
Right.
What's their main focus in this? Like it's weird. It's a big why. It's a big who. It's a big what. It's a big question. Like where's the big answer?
Right.
Like that's my question. Like where are all the dead people at? They died. They passed away. Your conscience is dead. So what do you do the rest of the life? Do you just sit in a grave? Just
Hmm.
or do you just black out and that's it? Like gone, everything's out. Like you're just like you're sleeping, like you're gone, like there's nothing you can do about it. Or do you start a new life? Or do you go to another world? Or like like is there other stages to this before you come back to a human? Like do you go through other fucking
Right,
lives?
right, right.
What's the point in all this? Like where does all this come from? You know? And sadly there's no answer to it. Like I would like to ask, like it's like saying like putting it like this. You could be focused in school, right? Get a
Hmm.
bachelor's degree, get all this, get all that. Focus on the main goal to become rich or whatever. But by the time you make it to that line, if your parents aren't rich already or they don't have money, by the time you make it to that line, you're gonna be old. You're not gonna be able to waste that money. You're not gonna be able to enjoy that money. Who is? Your family is. But
Right.
say you're out there like us, turning up, having fun, drinking, going out with friends, coming home late, you had a good ass childhood. But then you grow up and you don't have money, you don't have this, you're stuck, it's like, so where the fuck is it in between the fun? Like, where's the fun in, like, okay, go to school, I get it, do your work, have fun. But if you're so focused in school, you're so focused in a goal, you forget and you leave the fun out.
Right.
Like, you're more into, like, a scientist. Let's put a scientist, for
Hmm.
example. You do so many experiences, you have so many hypotheses, so many theories. You keep testing them, you keep testing them. They keep failing, they keep failing. By the time you get the right answer, you're 60 something years old. They went your whole life, and all you found out was one thing.
Right.
So, like, it's like, why are we gonna waste our life, worrying about, like, what the fuck is, like, we're not gonna sit here and try to look for the afterlife question, right? Or the answer. We're not gonna sit here and be like, okay, we're
Uh,
gonna do all this to try to figure this out, figure that out, and all
right.
this. It's like everybody's gonna be like, we want to enjoy our life. We want to have fun before
Right.
it's over.
It's like
But is it really over?
I say it's we're gonna figure out at the end, at the at the end anyways. I mean, so we're like, even if it's nothing, even if we're just a cold, lifeless corpse, so be it. At least I lived the life. You know what I mean? But if there is like heaven, or it is a simulation or whatever, and all right, for sure. You get me? But I'm glad I still live my life the way it is. That's why I don't like doing. I do stupid shit, but I don't do that much stupid shit. You get me? Cause
Right,
like
right, right.
cause the way I see it, it's like I'm preparing myself for whatever it is. You get me? If it's nothing, if you're gonna be just a fucking corpse, then I'm prepared to make it my life enjoyable to the point I'm still gonna be successful. Like I want to like before I die, I want a family. You get me? I want to see my kids grow up.
Leave
I
something in
want to
this earth
have
before
kids.
you leave.
Right. Even if I'm just a father. Even if that means I'm just a father, so be it. You get me? Like, I would still be proud of my sons and shit. Like, that's the way I see it. And if we do get reincarnated or whatever, and, you know, great, you get me? At least my life wasn't boring or whatever. It was enjoyable, I had fun, you get me?
Something you wanted to
Right.
do. That's crazy. You'll get that you know what's an afterlife. Where does it come from? Who thought was gonna make this? No, it's big who, what, why, where.
Right. Do you believe in ghosts?
In what?
In ghosts?
Yes and no.
Explain.
So yes, because obviously there's something more than the brain controlling your body.
A soul,
No.
right.
Right? It's not just your nerve systems. It can't just be your brain. Your brain is not everything, as you could say. Obviously, there's nerves, communication, you know, all this other stuff, but there has to be something that holds your whole body together, that moves you around, that's something that sends that signal. It's not just gonna be your brain
Right.
doing it by itself. You know, your brain's not gonna control your whole body, you know? No, because we actually never seen one in real life. No, we haven't popped face to face with one. We haven't taken a picture and seen one. Maybe all this paranormal activity,
Right.
things
What
that
if
go
we
on
can't
happen.
see them because our brain cannot comprehend? You know?
Good thought. Didn't think about that. Maybe they're a different. Maybe they're spectators, as you can ask.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're people just looking at us at how we're doing, what we're doing, but we don't get out of control and all this stuff.
Or you just got me. You just made me thought of something. What if like they are, you know, people, but they don't have permission to spectate anybody else because they already have enough. You get me?
Right.
So I do believe in ghosts.
So you have to. You want to believe in ghosts.
Yeah, I want to believe in like everything, dude. You get me?
Right.
Because like anything's possible, so why not believe it? You get me?
That's true. That's true. this is the question. If it's just a simulation, it's just a whole virtual reality, where do feelings come in this position?
They're true.
How do you, right? How do you love someone so fucking much that you cry?
Because it is a thing. The feelings that we are feeling is a thing.
Right, but does the person who's in the virtual reality, do they feel them?
Yes, because they're living the world through our eyes. So that means they also feel. You get
So
me?
doesn't that fuck them up afterwards? Doesn't it traumatize them?
When you see a movie and it's like, oh, yeah, let's say the Titanic or something, and you cry because that nigga died, right?
Right.
Like, you feel the emotions, right? Oh, you feel sad that fucking that nigga died, right?
Right.
I think it's just momentarily, you get me? It's like, oh, sad story, or like, oh, a dog died, you know? Whoop-de-doo. Okay, shit
Right.
happen.
It's just at that instant. It's just at that second.
That's
It's
what I'm
just
saying.
temporary, as you could say, and then boom, it's gone.
Right.
But what about a long-term pain? Like if you lose a loved one, if you lose your mom, your grandma, your dad, somebody you know that you actually love, that you actually cared about. Where does all that pain go? Get me?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, say you die, right?
Right, right.
And say there is a virtual reality. Say someone wakes up and boom, okay, whatever. Do you remember that person's life, how it goes, the mom, the dad. Say your mom passes away before you, right?
Right.
You go into the afterward, call it. Do you go and look for that person who controlled that special person in your life? Or do you just go and live on your life?
Someone else, my guy.
Or is that person physically connected to you? Is that like your mom and daughter, your dad or your sister? You get me? Because everything does start off as a light, just as a big light. How does a video game system start? With just a light. When you turn it on, it's a light. When you look at it, it's a light. Like, so does everything start off as a light? Like, is that what it is? Like, you're born, boom. You're like, here you go, started off. But at the same time, how are we able to create other things? We're living in events in a world that's already advanced.
Alright, like I said, they might be doing this for like research purposes and shit. Cause like, yeah, I think that's what I don't know. Like, whatever it is, I'm okay with it.
Same here.
Cause that's how it's gonna be. I mean, like, I cannot change that if I want to. No, it happens.
It's gonna suck.
Right. Hey, share my live stream on Facebook, bro.
For real.
So people can hear our stupid ass conversation.
Right. Two high niggas just talking about life.
Right.
It's crazy how your imagination could go so way beyond. Like how you could think about bigger shit. crazier shit.
If you think about it too, like without imagination, we would have never gone to the moon. For real.
Right.
We would have never invented the radio. We would have never invented the fucking Nintendo 64. We would have never fucking invented cars.
Phones.
Right.
Who the fuck knows you could get a signal from a phone to fucking somewhere else and fucking contact another person from a whole different state?
Right.
That's fucking crazy. You go video chat and you're looking at that very same person from a whole different state. Like, where the fuck does that come in? Like, how the fuck is that possible? It's crazy, guy. It's really crazy.
Right. I believe, like, I'm glad to have, like I said, no matter what it is, I'm glad that my mother's my mother. I'm glad that my father's my father. You get me? And let's say my father walked out of my life. You get me? You know, I'm glad he did. You get me? Like, appreciate everything because it's what shaped me. You get me?
Right.
Like anything around you shapes you. Like, fucking cat. Like I'm glad he's in my fucking life. And once
You
we
know, it
lose
makes a
someone,
part of you.
right, right, right.
But like, do you at the end of the day, like, do you die when you're like completely built? Or
I mean, like I said, people die when they're like, even fucking babies too. So it doesn't matter.
right? That's true. You're right on that.
Like I'm at least old enough to appreciate, like
You at
things
least got to
that I
live
can
life.
think, right? Like if I would die tomorrow, like I'll be fine with it. You get me? Like, I'm not gonna complain. Like, oh God,
Don't
why
fucking
are you
say that
leaving
shit,
me?
nigga.
Right? Like, why are you gonna leave my parents? Mourning my death. My cat's not gonna have me in his life anymore. My sisters aren't gonna have a big brother anymore. You get me? Like, never graduated high school or like, I mean, shit like that. But like,
That
yeah, I'm
makes
not
two
gonna
of
be
us.
like that. Like, I I spent my time mostly playing video games, playing soccer. Have friends and shit. Like, I would never change a second out of that because I had fun. You know? Like, I would never change a thing. Like, if it happens, it happens. I mean,
Right. 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 It's weird, man. It's weird. It's really, really fucking weird.
I have a topic for next time we talk though. But just to give a little sneak peek, multiverses,
So what?
multiverses.
What you mean? Explain.
Different universes that we live in.
God damn. That's good.
Trippy, huh? It's
Yeah.
like, you know how let's say you go to a store, right? And you decide to get a phone. As stupid as it sounds, like a universe could be like one of them would be like, oh, like one of them you would have chosen an iPhone 8, or the other universe you choose an iPhone 8 Plus. You got me?
Right,
Or
right, right.
another
Okay. Yeah,
universe you decide not to get an iPhone, but to get an Android.
yeah. Right.
You got me? That's what I think how multiverses work.
I don't know, guy. That's really interesting. We have to talk about this when we're high.
Smoke the roach, does that count?
I mean, more than a roach counts too. Hope not.
Right.
Where the fuck is anybody gonna get weed at this time?
Facts. Oh, it's magic. I know.
No, let's sing along. Man, guy, it's a really good fucking topic. I tell you, it's just a lot of good ideas to that.
Damn, I missed. Oh, damn,
Get
I
out, or
missed.
he's
I used so long. Damn, I'm bad. Oh my god, dude, I'm bad. Right, that's what I thought.
So, guy, you still live in the same place, or you moved?
Yeah, I still live in the same place.
Damn, it's been a while. You still there?
Fuck, more than 11 years, guy.
God, that's a long time. I remember we used to get in trouble there.
Yeah.
I remember we got stopped by cops there.
Hell yeah, dude. Shit.
Right in
All
front of
I
your
wanted
house.
was Wingstop and then the cops show up.
Right. I looked at the Wingstop. I was ready to throw it and run. I was like, fuck
Right.
this. Like, 4 cops came out the car. I was like, oh shit. I was like, this is it.
Dude, this is it, bro. This is why I go to jail. Delivering food for my friend. Damn.
And
No, no, no.
so you don't work, guy?
Nah.
You don't go to school either?
Yeah.
You go to school?
Yeah. But I'm
Do
a
you
sophomore,
actually go
though.
to school?
Yeah. And nigga, I'm 18 years old and I'm a sophomore.
What fucking school you go to?
Pathways.
How many credits do you have, guy, there?
Fuck, 10, 9.6,
9.610.
9.6 and or 10.
Damn, guy, you are a sophomore.
Yep. I'm trying to find help or something, you know?
Sure.
I'm gonna find someone who fucking will help me do my... Cause it's stupid easy. It's like I have to do... Like 5 packets equals half a credit. 10 packets equals like a credit. You know? So like if someone can help me with like stupid easy ones or, you know, whatever ones, shit can be simple, dude. Oh, she got me there. Oh man, I think they know. Does she? Yes, she does. How the fuck did she know? Bro, that's fucked up! No, but the hatch.